Ah, yes, we do it every year, folks. Our way too early Chicago Bears record prediction now that the 2026 schedule has dropped. My name is Harrison Graham. This is Chicago Bears Now. We are presented by Prize Picks. Rapid fire reaction or a recap of the schedule, and then we will go game by game and give it a win, a loss, and see where the Bears sit at the end of the year. Three of the first, four at home after you kick things off in Carolina. Vikings, Eagles, Jets at home with Philly on Monday night. Two road games at Green Bay, at Atlanta, weeks 5 and 6. Week 7 back home against the Patriots on Thursday night, the first of 3 straight primetime games. You then travel to Seattle for Monday Night Football before returning home to face Tampa on Sunday night. Week 10 bye. Week 11 against the Saints at home. Then you travel to Detroit for Thanksgiving. Week 13 against the Jags at home. You go to Miami, to Buffalo, which is a Saturday night game. Return home for Christmas against the Packers. And then you got the Lions at home before wrapping things up in Minnesota for Week 18. Predict the Bears record for us down in the comment section of this video. Let me know what you think the Bears' 17-game record is going to be. Okay, Week 1 in Carolina. Kind of a curious game that the league put together for Week 1. It'll be probably the featured Fox game in that 1 o'clock Eastern, noon Central window. Pair of playoff teams last year. Obviously, the NFC South was brutal, but Carolina did win it. I do like the Bears here. I don't think this is a layup game. The early line here is -2.5 for Chicago, so if it was at Soldier Field, probably like a 5-point favorite or something like that. Bears should handle their business, though. I like them to get to 1-0. And if they do, I think you got some opportunities with 3 straight home games, including the Vikings in Week 2. Minnesota, to me, is one of the wild card teams of the NFL this year. Assuming Kyler Murray wins the job, what does he look like in a Kevin O'Connell system? Does that work? Does he stay healthy? Year 3 of Caleb Williams going up against Brian Flores' defense. This will be his 5th time going up against them. Very mixed results so far. You catch them early in the year. What new wrinkles will Flores have? I do have the Bears winning this one at home. I'm glad it's not Week 1 because to me, facing Flores Week 1, that's a pretty big challenge. We saw last year he gave Caleb some issues in the opening game. So do like the Bears to win this one. I think that'll be a tight game, but Chicago improves to 2-0. Week 3, Philadelphia, Monday Night Football, and as you can see, wins will be highlighted green. When we get to some losses, those will be highlighted red. This should be fun. Last year on Black Friday, it was a hell of a time, right? Ran for 280 yards. I'm not predicting that, but I am predicting Caleb Williams to be a little bit better in this game than he was a year ago. You also don't have to worry about A.J. Brown, I don't think. It seems like he's going to be gone, so you've got that factored in as well. Philadelphia is installing a new offense. It'll only be the 3rd game of Jalen Hurts in that offense. I like the Bears to win and improve to 3-0. And if the Bears fly out of the gates 3-0, we're all going to be having a hell of a time. And if they're 3-0, they're probably going to be 4-0 because Aaron Glenn and the New York Jets are coming to town. Ben Johnson is very familiar with Aaron Glenn, vice versa as well. But the Bears are just a much better team. They'll be at home. Don't want to overlook anybody. You might hear the label trap game here when we get to this stage, especially if the Bears are 3-0 heading into this one with Green Bay looming in Week 5. I got a 4-0 sweep in September. I would take 3-1 or better. I do think you need to go 3-1 or better, but I do have the Bears starting off 4-0. Okay, Week 5 at Green Bay. Certainly the Bears could win this game, but I'm not going to be the guy that sits up here and has the Bears go 17-0. I'll pick the Packers here. 4-1. The Bears lose at Lambeau Field in Week 5 against Green Bay. I still think we'd be very happy with a 4-1 start. Okay, so that highlights red there. The Falcons in Week 6. This is one of those road games you got to go get. Is it going to be Tua? Is it going to be Michael Penix? To me, it shouldn't matter. You should have the quarterback advantage. You should have the overall talent advantage. I like Chicago in this spot. They bounce back, get to 5-1. And look, anytime you have back-to-back road games in the NFL, typically you split those, you feel pretty good about that outcome overall. So the Bears sit at 5-1 in our way too early record prediction exercise. We will continue in just a moment, but got to tell you about our awesome sponsor, Prize Picks. They specialize in daily fantasy sports, but they also have team picks, which includes win totals. You can get in on that action, folks. And let me just tell you how it works. You toggle down to teams. So at the top of your screen, it's going to default to players. You click that arrow down, you're going to see all three of these options: players, teams, culture. Select teams, and then you can get in on all kinds of stuff there. But one of the things you can find is win totals for teams, right? And if you select Chicago, you can select 7+, 8+, 9+, 10+, and it's going to give you different payout estimates. And for 10+ wins, if you feel confident the Bears are going to win 10 or more games, last time I checked, 1.81x payout. So $20 entry to win $36. I like that a lot. I think the Bears are winning 10 or more games. If you do as well, submit that entry, take advantage. Obviously, Prize Picks has daily fantasy sports where you select 2 or more players as well, pick more or less on the stat projections. New offer, download the Prize Picks app today. Use code HMA when you play your first $5 lineup to get $50 in the lineups. Now, that is daily fantasy player picks only. That does not apply to team picks. So play your first $5 player picks lineup. You'll get an additional $50 in player picks lineups with Prize Picks. Clickable link to download the app is in the comments and description. Check out Prize Picks today. A lot of different stuff you can do. Okay, Week 7, Thursday night football against the New England Patriots. We're not losing to Drake May and the Patriots, okay? I'm going to tell you that right now. Bears improved to 6-1. This is the year Caleb Williams emerges as the best quarterback from the 2024 NFL draft class. It was Jaden year 1. Drake was the best year 2. Caleb was probably second best both years individually. Caleb is taking the throne this year. He wins this game, and it's going to be a huge win for Chicago. They get to 6-1. And, you know, you play the Patriots and Seahawks, the Super Bowl contestants, back-to-back weeks. If you could win one of those, you'd be pretty darn happy. Now, you have a rest advantage here. Monday Night Football. I could see the Bears winning this game. I didn't pick it. I did pick Seattle. I've got the Bears losing to fall to 6-2. Had they drawn Seattle opening night, I would have picked them to win. First-time play caller, ring ceremony night, recent years, defending Super Bowl champion on opening night has kind of messed around and has lost some of the time or has won close. But midway through the season, they should be in good form by that point. I will pick Seattle here, but it would not shock me if the Bears won, given the rest advantage. Okay, Week 9 against the Bucs, coming back home. You'll have one less day to prepare, but I'm going to pick Chicago in this spot. This is an empty the tank game. You got the bye week coming up afterward. There's a big difference in falling to 6-3 or improving to 7-2. You improve to 7-2, you're basically a playoff lock at that point. So you get this big win. You go 2-1 in this 3-game primetime stretch. You beat Tampa at home, who I'm kind of down on. You know, the league still seems to think they're going to be pretty good. They got a decent primetime slate, but I like the Bears to win this one and march into the bye at 7-2. So out of the bye week, you got the Saints at home. They are not coming off their bye, so you'll have a 7-day rest advantage here. You got to beat the Saints out of your bye week. I think the Saints will be an improved team. I could see them winning the NFC South, but you need to win this football game. Southern team coming up north in middle of November. That's a game you should be able to win to improve to 8-2. I said it schedule release day. I'll say it again. I think this is the hardest game on the schedule. Short week, road game, not just Thursday game, Thursday at noon. Most times when you play on Thursday after Sunday, it's it's Thursday night football. You got 7 less hours than that. I just think this is a tough spot. Detroit is so good indoors. They're so good at home. We saw it last year. They dropped 50 on the Bears at home. Bears held them to 19 at home. So I just think it's going to be tough to win this game. I think it's the hardest game on the schedule. Bears fall to 8-3. Okay, then you have the extra time to prepare for the Jags. Again, these schedule quirks. To me, this isn't that bad of a break. It's going to be tough to win in Detroit regardless. So get extra time to prepare for one of your tougher AFC games. The Jags, who won 13 games last year. I think with extra time, Southern team coming north, you win that game. You improve to 9-3 on the season as you head into the final stretch run. And then you go to Miami. In December, weather should be nice in Miami in December. Who knows where the hell they're at this point in their season. They could be in active tank mode by then. Obviously, if Malik Willis is playing, he's going to be playing hard, but the organization as a whole may want to be losing games by this point. So you got to beat Miami. It's one of the easier games on your schedule. It's your easiest road game on your schedule. I think the Bears get it to improve to 10-3. Then you head to Buffalo on Saturday night, which is going to be tough, but I think they play Sunday night the week before. So you actually have a half-day rest advantage here. I did pick Buffalo, but I think the Bears could win this game. The Bills and Bears are actually pretty similar, where their defenses are not – neither defense is great, but both are opportunistic. Both teams have, explosive offenses and big-time quarterbacks. Obviously, Josh is more proven than Caleb, obviously more consistent than Caleb at this point in their careers, but Caleb could take that jump this year. We'll see. That was the year Josh took it. Year 3, he took a massive jump. So I'm excited for this one. Maybe snow's coming down Saturday night, but that place is going to be rocking, new stadium, so I will go with Buffalo. Okay, you come home for Christmas to play the Packers on Friday. So you go Sunday Dolphins, Saturday Bills, Friday Packers. So, one less day each day there. You have a rest advantage over the course of the season, but you are playing 3 games in the course of, whatever it is, 13 days or whatever. And I think you win at home, though. You're not getting swept by Green Bay. Christmas Day game. I wish it was Christmas night. It's a shame that neither Bears-Packers game is under the lights. That is the one downside of this. But this is going to be rocking. I can't wait to see that atmosphere at Soldier Field Christmas Day. Bears get the split against Green Bay, improve to 11-4. And then you get the extra time for Detroit. And to me, this is when Ben Johnson finally gets the monkey off his back. He beats Dan Campbell and the Lions. 2 days extra prep. It's going to be cold and windy. We saw last year, if the Bears offense did anything in the first 3 quarters, they would have beaten Detroit at home in Week 18. I think they'll be more put together this year at this point in the season. Extra time to prepare for this game. They beat the Lions outdoors at home to improve to 12-4. And then you go to Minnesota in Week 18. And if you're 12-4, have you locked up the division? What is the seeding scenario in the NFC? You're probably not the 1 seed at 12-4, but pretty good chance you have the division wrapped up if this is the case. I think 12 wins probably will win the North because you're going to beat each other up. I'll take Minnesota to get the split. Maybe they're fighting for a wild card spot and have more to play for. So a lot of different scenarios. I also just have a lot of respect for the Vikings. I think KOC is a good coach. I think Flores is the best non-head coach coordinator in the league at this point. It was Ben with Detroit. I think now it's Flores with Minnesota. So I have the Bears splitting the NFC North and then losing to Buffalo and Seattle. Those are your 5 losses. I think they win the rest of their games. So 12-5, they have a lot of tough opponents, but as we broke down on Friday's video, they did catch a lot of breaks with the schedule. 12-5, you probably win the NFC North and you're the 2 or 3 seed. So there you have it. Who do you guys think wins the NFC North? Type CHI for the Bears, DET for the Lions, FGB for the Packers, or MIN for the Vikings. Let me know in the comments and also sound off below just, what did I get right? What did I get wrong? It'll be fun to revisit this and see how things played out. My name is Harrison Graham. Hit that subscribe button here on Chicago Bears Now. We'll see you guys next time.